As you can see, I'm not in my usual place where I do these recordings. I'm actually at the Ohel. This is where we come to pray and, more than anything else, hope that we don't have to stay here. Ohel is a temporary place. As such, this is definitely the proper day to share what I want to share with you today. But before we do that, let us say the chapter Tehillim. Mizmor l'soida, riu l'Adonai kol haaretz, ivdu es Adonai b'simcha b'oi lefanav v'nana, de'uka Adonai hu Elohim, hu asanu v'lo anachnu amu v'tzei marisei b'oi shor b'soida chatzreisei b'sila, hoide levachu shmo ki tov Adonai le'olam chasdo v'yad dor v'dor emunasoi. My dear friends, wherever you are, throw a few coins into the pushka for tzedakah. So we have tefillah, we have tzedakah, and I want to share with you something which is fascinating. Today is the second day of Chodesh Cheshvan, the month of Cheshvan, the month which follows immediately the month of Tishrei, the full month of the enthusiasm, the richness of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Simchas Torah, etc. And now we're going into the daily. So here is part of a sikha, a talk that Rabbi gave in 1982 on this Shabbos Parshas Noach. And the Rebbe says the following, that the month of Cheshvan is intrinsically connected with the rebuilding of the third Beis HaMikdash. And he brings a fascinating medrash. And that's what the medrash says. It says, first of all, the name of the month is Mar Cheshvan. In Hebrew, they call it Yerach Bul. The month Bul. Says, what's the connection with the month of Bul? Because the flood is called Mabul, which is spelled Mem Beis Vav Lamed. When you take away the Mem, then you're left with the month with the word Bul. The 40 Mem, which is 40, is corresponding to the 40 days of the flood. So it says the following: although God had promised that He will never again bring the flood, yet in the time of the first Beis HaMikdash, of the building of the first Beis HaMikdash by Shlomo HaMelech, it says that for 40 days He stopped the construction. The 40 days of this month. Why? So as to commemorate the destruction, the Mabul. So that was in the first, up to the first Beis HaMikdash, the Mabul still had left some kind of a residue, so to say. After that, after the construction of the temple, there was no more residue, since we used that word before, of the Mabul. But then it says the following: the Beis HaMikdash construction was actually finished then. And then, for 12 months, it stayed closed. Nase Noel Yud Beis Chodesh. For 12 months the Beis HaMikdash was closed. And they all asked why. And the reason was that God wanted to do the inauguration of the Beis HaMikdash in the coming month of Tishrei, which in the month of Tishrei is when Avraham Avinu was born. And continues in the Medrash that in fact we see something very similar with the construction of the Mishkan that Moshe Rabbeinu did. It says the 25th day of the month of Kislev was concluded the construction of the Mishkan. Yet the inauguration only took place in the month of Nisan. And people were concerned, why? What are you waiting for? And the answer was, because we want to connect it with the birth of Yitzchak. And then the Medrash continues. So the month of Kislev lost out the inauguration, came to complain. And God said, I will pay you back. And therefore the Yontev of Chanukah, the re-inauguration of the temple, was in the month of Kislev. And then the Medrash continues further. What is God going to repay for the month of Cheshvan in the time of Shlomo HaMelech? And the answer there is the building of the third Beis HaMikdash. So the month of Cheshvan, the month that we just entered, coming on the heels, so to say, of the entire month of Tishrei, is the most propitious time for the reconstruction of the third Beis HaMikdash. Of the construction, actually, I should say, of the Beis HaMikdash. And what a better place than praying to Hashem that this should happen here at the Ohel, because we don't want to come here. This is a temporary place. The permanent place is the Beis HaMikdash. And may this happen right now, the beginning of the month of Cheshvan.